Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the death of Sir Charles Warren has left many with more questions than answers. Someone being killed, having a bodyguard in the vehicle, and the shooting was several without a retaliation from the bodyguard. Was it something that was organized? Because now I've heard even Wetangula asking for members of parliament to allow revetting of their bodyguards. They have to be vetted again. Because then, wanasema sometimes kikulacho kiunguoni mwako. Was it an inside job, organized, or what happened? But as we move on, DCI is trying to find out, as they piece together evidence, so that they can find out the person behind all this. Of course, 2 individuals were arrested, and the investigation is still going on. But one man, a business person in Kasipul, has been mentioned by DCI, and of course, someone, Philip Aroko. And this is what DCI publicly posted on their social media. Wanted for murder. Let's look at that headline. The Director of Criminal Investigations requests Philip Nation Aroko to surrender immediately to the nearest police station. He is a person of interest in the ongoing investigation into the brutal murder of Honorable Charles Ongondo Were. Compliance with this request is mandatory. Ni lazima aende. We also appeal to anyone with information regarding his whereabouts to contact the nearest police station or use our toll-free number 999-112 or fichua kwa DCI 0800-722-203. All information provided will be treated with the utmost confidentiality. Wamesema mtu yoyote atamuona a report to the nearest police. That means this guy is really wanted. But before Philip Aroko being mentioned, when Charles Were died, there is a message that he shared publicly. And this was his message. In fact, he was mourning with the family. This is what he shared around 5 days ago. Honorable Charles Ongondo was not just a worthy competitor. He was my member of parliament. I hope and trust that the Director of Criminal Investigations, DCI, will pursue all avenues to ensure that those responsible are brought to justice. I urge my fellow constituents to remain calm and prayerful during this difficult time as we mourn the loss of our MP, Honorable Philip Aroko. And he even shared an image where he was shaking hand with the late MP. Now that is what he shared. So it tells you that Philip Aroko is a man of interest in Kasipul politics. So he was his competitor in the previous and end up coming. That's now coming out clear. That's why saying he was a worth competitor. And there has been so many doubts about really what happened. Was it political? This matter, was it political? And if it was political, who are these people competing with the late MP? So Philip Aroko's name comes in. Now, with this, Philip Aroko presented himself before DCI in the company of his lawyer, Danson Omar. And after presenting himself, he also had a message to the people. The name of Homa Bay governor comes in, Gladys Wang. According to Philip Aroko, the person who has pushed him, the person who has pushed his name for him to appear before DCI is none other than the Homa Bay governor. But she might be the one behind the death of Charles Were. Sasa najiuliza swali, ni vita gani yenye the governor alikuwa nayo na Were? Was Were interested in being the governor to challenge her on the ballot, or what was this thing? But this is the allegation from Philip Aroko, one of the suspect summoned by DCI.
The scenes of where people have been hacked, people have been maimed, and there's nothing that has taken place. Now, the situation that we are in is very unfortunate. I don't want to talk about it because it's under investigation, and I want to leave it for the police to do their job. They summoned me to come. I am here. If anybody has anything that wants to ask me, I'll be ready to answer it. Okay? But I want to tell the people of Homa Bay County that the politics in that county has been turned into madness. It is not politics. It is thuggery. And I saw the governor pushing so much for me to be called here. She's even making calls to the police for me to be called here to make a statement. She has achieved it now. But if she has something that she's sure about, then she has to prove a push for me to come here. I want to tell her that we're changing the politics from thuggery to civilized politics in that constituency. Because those who fight people, those who kill people, those who maim people are employees of the county government of Homa Bay. They are on her payroll. She's never talked about anything. But she's achieved this one, that she has pushed for me to be here. I know the main reason is because of the barrier.
Now, I want us to conclude this discussion, but I have a quick request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, there is a lot that will come out. And one thing that really we still ask, how can thugs shoot a man that you've been assigned to protect more than 5 times in your presence without a retaliation? So, the bodyguard has also a case to answer. They cannot escape this. At least angejaribu ku retaliate labda mara moja au mbili. Amepigwa marisasi yake upande wake, yamenyamaza. So many questions. But then we see now these guys are turning this issue into politics. And when they bring in the politics, we might not really end up having the really needed results out of all this. Because huyu akishikwa anasema ni vita, ni fulani ndiye aliua, fulani naye anasema we did not sign for assassination. So who is who in all this? The suspect who have been arrested also have a lot to share also. At the end of the day, I'm sure the results will be out and we'll get to know the real person involved in all this. I don't know your views, but please let us know in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far, and see you in the next video.